Do you know that average American consumes about 1 kilogram of sugar per week? That equal to drink 9 1-liter bottles of Coca-Cola. And this chart shows that American ranks the second highest worldwide in sugar consumption per capita, and the excess sugar consumption is one of the main causes of obesity. Therefore, this map highlights that Mississippi have obesity prevalence over 40%, and it ranks the second highest in the nation. Notice from this chart we can observe a rising trend among teenagers' obesity prevalence. Furthermore, we observe a clear pattern from this graph that low-income groups have higher obesity rate, which values the good health and reduce the inequality goals. So what's the consequences of obesity? This figure illustrates that obesity is the fourth leading cause of death in North America, and it leads to 350 million deaths annually and spend over $170 billion in healthcare costs related to obesity. The money otherwise could be spent on education and healthy food access programs. For the individuals, it leads to chronic disease and mental health issues. Therefore, it's very urgent for Mississippi Department of Health to advocate citywide sugar-sweetened beverage tax. The evidence from Australians shows that 40 cents on 100 grams sugar could reduce 1/5 sugar consumption and 2% less obesity prevalence. It's relevant because two countries share the same beverage market and the obesity problem, and it predicts that this policy will raise $128 million tax revenue, which could be reinvested locally. However, this policy is opposed by its regressive nature. This chart shows that low-income groups consume more beverages, and the excess tax could change the production cost and the demand, potentially raise the unemployment. In reality, this policy doesn't hurt the economy. Take evidence from Philadelphia. These four charts show that there is no significant rise in unemployment. This is because the consumers are buying less beverage and more in other sectors. And this policy is progressive in health perspective. It benefits the vulnerable group most from saved healthcare costs and longer lifespans. In conclusion, this policy doesn't harm the economy and support SDG goals. Backing up to our opening sentence, by implementing this policy, the average American sugar consumption could reduce to 845 grams per week. Thank you.